My name is Ryan Meyer. I'm the Senior Vice President of Sales for Creekstone Farms Premium Beef. So about 8 years ago, we came up with an idea to entertain some of our best customers, chefs from around the United States, in a setting that was more outside of the restaurant. So we wanted to be able to show them exactly what we did from a production standpoint at our facility, all the way through a feed yard setting where we get that great corn-fed, buttery flavor into our product, and then all the way back to the ranch setting where the cattle are actually produced and where they come from to begin with. When we invite chefs to the tour, we try to curate a list of people with diverse backgrounds. So some of the chefs that come are fine dining, Michelin star rated chefs. Some of them are, chopped winners. Others are butchers from different areas of the United States where they're able to tell a story about how they connect with their customer. And they all have kind of different ideas on what works in their areas.
I'm Chef Pawan Pinisetti, and I oversee food and beverage operations for the Creekstone Hotel in Miami Beach, Florida.
My name is T.C. Turner. I'm from St. George, Utah.
I'm Chef Tom Jackson from All Things Barbecue in Wichita, Kansas.
I'm Chef Mark Manazdal. I oversee 17 restaurants and casinos in Oklahoma.
My name is Chef Von Good. I'm from Fox and Pearl in Kansas City, Missouri.
We started making these personal connections, and that's what the business turned into for me. We started learning about people's businesses around the United States and around the world that really helped grow what Creekstone was and what it meant to people. We take a dinner at a restaurant. We have a dinner that we curate with more of a fine dining type of an atmosphere at a very attractive place outside of the town where the plant is. And then we also have a kind of down-home country type of dinner for them for the final day. And a lot of times that country dinner, that mashed potatoes and creamed corn and braised beef shanks, that is the dinner that they remember.
To go through and experience the entire thing was really cool. Starting at a really nice steakhouse with some 60-day dry-aged beef, some ribeye.
The relationship with Chester's started a long time ago. We've been involved with Chester's from basically the beginning of when that restaurant was opened. It was recently acquired by a man named George Youssef, who's become a good friend of mine. And that relationship has really stemmed from him coming to the plant, taking a tour, learning about Creekstone, and being able to articulate that to his customers. And I think that's what it's all about, whether it's in Wichita, Kansas, or Dubai, or New York City. It's being able to articulate the Creekstone story to the customer in a way that makes them feel like they understand exactly what this beef stands for. And George was a guy that immediately got it. He understood that it was local to him, close company, and he felt and he feels, to this day, he feels very blessed to be able to have a high quality product that close to him, where he knows that we're sending product to Tokyo and to Shanghai, but he can get it from 1 hour away. And I think that he really is able to translate that local flair of how good Creekstone beef is and how it is perceived worldwide right there in Wichita. And that's something that's a lot of people don't have the luxury of being able to do. So some people that come to the facility for the tour have been to other plants before. Some people have not been to other processing facilities before. And it's great to get people that have been here and people that haven't, because the people that haven't get to experience it for the first time with Creekstone, which is a different experience than a lot of other places.
I have a passion for animal welfare. I have a passion for processing facilities that do things the right way to treat animals the best that they can. So I've always known the story of Creekstone, and I've liked to spread the story. But seeing the entire process gives me an ability to go back and talk to our customers and really give them the confidence to know that when you're buying a Creekstone product, you're buying something that has meaning behind it.
So I live an hour away from Creekstone. I've made that drive down there. I've picked up product. I've put a dozen cases of brisket or whatever it is that week into the truck and driven it home, but I've never been inside the facility until this week. And to get in there and experience the entire process from start to finish, it gives you a really incredible understanding of what they're doing and how special it is.
Well, the plant itself is this wonderful combination of history, family, personalization, product, and then today I get to go and also see technology being incorporated and used to the advantage while still keeping the heart of the company and the soul of the company in place. To me, coming and seeing the plant has not just made this experience special, but it's strengthened my belief in the product. Because one thing is to hear about it and then taste it in the product, but when you physically, visually, all your senses are engaged and you actually experience it, there's really nothing else. There's no substitute for it.
You know, going to the plant was awesome for me. I'd never been, you know, through something like that before. I've been to some smaller processing facilities that were, you know, kind of like local or, you know, small town ones. To see it on that big of a scale, and, you know, animal welfare was, you know, put at the forefront of that, I think was really cool for me.
It was a great experience, but then you'd think that kind of tops out, but then like the next day we go and we start smoking the beef on site. Just being a part of it, being there for it, the smoke rolling around us, the experience was fantastic. The beef was fantastic, and it was nothing but let's just experience this product and do it in the right way. You know, there were moments where we're connecting with other chefs from around the United States, and these guys I've never met before. I'm gonna leave here feeling like they were friends.
You know, like TC cutting the different. He did that presentation with cutting the different meats and some things I'd never even thought of. I bought a lot of bulk products and, you know, the big meats, but never really broke down some of the other muscles, and that was great. And then, you know, and Chef P is just, he's been all over, you know, Vegas and Miami and just done great things. So. And Vaughn up in Kansas City. These are restaurants I just need to go see now. So, you know, I have my experience out in Oklahoma City, but, you know, I want to go see all their other places.
But, you know, along the way we stopped, we got some lunch in Salina, the Cozy Inn. These fantastic sliders, I've never experienced this. This place is an hour away from home for me, and it's an institution. It's quite an experience, and you'd be surprised, maybe you wouldn't be surprised, how many sliders a group of 12 people can put away. I think we ordered 150 of them. It was a little ridiculous, but we'll be eating well for a while now. So now to be in this spot where we're, you know, once again we're kind of come together over a meal, and I think that's entirely what this experience is about. And then it got, you know, even more exciting for me here, kind of in the third day, where we're out at the ranch. I feel like I'm in my element. This is like bird hunting territory. This is where we come to shoot pheasant. This is my area, you know, and I'm seeing these Black Angus cows out here doing their thing. They're on their way.
That was great. I'm very used to working with small farmers. I usually work with a lot of small local farmers, so it was good to go and see that, you know, that these animals and things were coming, you know, where they were coming from and you know, how they were raised and stuff.
A lot of the people that we have in here are they're OCD, you know, like they want to know exactly what's going on at all times. It's fun to be able to take them out of their element and say, you step off to the side here, we've got this, trust us. And by the end of the tour, they do trust us.
Well, I mean, it's always awesome to, you know, be a guest and, you know, not a host. So it's been awesome to, like, be able to hang out and kind of sit back and have a new perspective and, like, you know, see other people do their thing. So
I think this trip has been amazing. I wasn't sure what to expect when I first got here, you know, but being around the group of chefs they brought in, the people that work for Creekstone, it's just been, I mean, I think I've made some lifelong friends, people I'll meet forever, so.
And I think probably the lesson learned over the weekend is whether or not we're sitting at a fine dining restaurant or we're out smoking the meat on our own or we're at, you know, the iconic drive-in burger joint. It's all about sitting around, sharing a meal with people, getting to know folks that you're now going to contact and know for years over good food.
A big piece of what we talk about, what we've discussed in our approach to marketing is a connection to the brand and an overall group. And we really want to make that community smaller. So for us to be able to get chefs in here to not only teach them about how the products are produced, they already know how good the product is, but when they connect to it from a level that goes all the way back to how the cattle are born, it's a whole different feeling for them. When they feel that connection and they make contact with other chefs in other cities, it's a community. That's what we really want to create with this tour, is a Creekstone community where people can share ideas and they can communicate back and forth. It's about doing business with people that are like-minded, that believe in quality, and that love great products.